of Ancient Cistern in the red, representing Shopify Rebellion. The Rebels. Give it for one of my favorite Terran players of all time. It is ByuN. And his opponent in the upper right. As you team must know, he's from Starlight Twinkle. It is Cyan. Is that Starlight Twinkle? I can't recall. Hey, Florencio. Thank you for the raid, Florencio. Guys, make sure you give Florencio a follow. The sewer mermaid himself. And I hope you had a good stream flow. I know I got a lot of ads, probably. Greatly appreciated. I hope everything was good, brother. See ya, buddy. Brother Flow, not Uncle Flow for us. All good, all is good and cheesy based. We had some cheese in the last game. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Hells yeah. Flow's more like a brother, especially when we got Flapjack and Florencio in the chat. Alright, some nice patrol path in here. We got the double gas, we got the Nexus. We got the SCVs. We got it all. It's a double gas build from ByuN. ByuN is going to pull something aggressive out here for sure. Is he going to go cloaky, boys? Is he going to go for a 2-base all-in? What's ByuN up to with this double gas opener? So ByuN is bringing us a little bit of a spicy opener to this game number 2. Cyan. Wondering what his play is too, though. Still got to look out for our Protoss boys. Alrighty. Factory's going down. Another Reaper is on the way, so it's going to be Reapers and Hellions. Could be Reapers into a mine drop. He is going for 2 Reapers on ByuN's side, which could be quite annoying. I like that Cyan still got his probe out for a scout. He's looking for a CC time and maybe hoping to get some harass. And guess what? Is Cyan going to be able to get in there? Oh, ByuN wasn't paying attention. He scouts the factory. He's going to go full send with the scout. That said, the Adept is not out yet. It's Twilight opener. Stalker to follow. Likely to be Blink, but we might see something else. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Blink opener from Cyan. He's just going 1 gate Blink. For now. He's getting a battery because he sees the double gas. He sees the factory. He's anticipating another Reaper. But I really would like another gate going down at the least. You may want to wall off. There comes the Hellion. There comes the Widow Mine behind it. And this ain't no Stargate play from our Protoss player. Oof, another probe going down is kind of unlucky. Still, the Adept and the Stalker are going to fight. Stalker is trying desperately to micro back home into the main base, but we'll see what happens here. Alright, just ring around the rosies for a moment. The Hellion gets... Oh my gosh, there's a shield battery. Cyan should have retreated back. The battery takes a lot of damage. The 2 Reapers are going to make their way in, potentially getting some kills. And, oh yeah, they are definitely getting some kills. The last Reaper coming in. Let's take a look at how many kills ByuN's got. That is 7 probes for 2 Reapers and a Hellion. Kind of worth it, but that's a lot of gas. Still... ByuN has a Widow Mine drop follow-up, but the tech lab on the factory... I wonder if he's going to go full send into Cloak Banshees. He's not. He's going to swap... Wait. I might be right. Oh, no. He's going for a Raven. Okay, don't hate the Raven, too. Still, bunker's not quite done. The Adept and the 2 Stalkers could put short work of this. There's not much back home. It's just 2 Widow Mines going out. There is a bunch of Marines. They can make their way in. It's all going to come together for this. It's basically relying on this bunker, and the SCV's not there. The Marines body blocking. It is going to finish. Oh, just in time. 4 Marines do save the day. That said, the Widow Mine's trying to get some damage. ByuN with the whole position micro. Oh, kills a Stalker. Forces a recall. Does he land this? No, he's... Oh my gosh, look at ByuN. He's well on top of this. This medevac's in trouble, though. He has to be careful. He does have a little bit of a detonation available. ByuN's getting a little greedy here. I know ByuN's got some sick micro, but he could be having an off day one time or another. You know how it'd be with ByuN. And it looks like he might have another Widow Mine head available soon. Oh no, is he going to be able to get it? Nope. And ByuN is in a little bit of trouble. He did get some damage. I'd say the Stalker, if he's not going to be able to get a lot, it's just 8 workers. It's about as good as he could hope from the defense there, I guess. Still, ByuN's in a pretty good spot. It's 23 army supply to 11. And we'll see what happens here. All right, we got ourselves a third Nexus going down. Charge follow-up for a Protoss player. He's not going into a Robo Bay. He's just sticking on double gas and charge for the moment. A pretty delayed third base from all things said and done. Either way, I'd like to see him pump out units more so, but he's going to need the economy to support it. He's going for another gas, so I think he's thinking ahead on there, but ByuN going into +1, not quite at the point where he can get stim combat shields. He just started stim. Everything's going to check out at a decent 3-1-1 timing still. The tank's going to have to be moved if ByuN wants to quickly relocate this barracks, and he's not going to do so. The Adept's still out to potentially get some information, at least on a push out. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's going to be able to land. It looked like it was blocking it, but it was just a little bit of how the graphics were set up. The Adept makes its way in, scouts the third CC going down. Does he get a delay on it? That's his hopes. Oh, he gets a delay on the third CC. That's actually something. So the Adept is not thrown away in vain. It's just blank stalkers here. The Robo Bay is going to finish up here in a bit. Some pile on some gates. More production for Protoss, but no upgrades. Problem is, upgrades or not, this is not a heavy army supply for Protoss. It's just 4 stalkers. He wants to try to catch the Raven, gets a little hull damage. He has to buy time to mass things back home. All right, I like that he's going into disruptors, actually. So gates and disruptors, chargy boys, disruptors, some sentries. That's the kind of stuff he's going to need for his position, in my opinion. If you went into a Robo Bay, Colossus is going to take a long time. Interference Matrix is going to be well available, but so will any armor missile, etc. And again, just 4 stalkers to fight this off. Before stim's done means he's going to catch a Marine. But the clock's a ticking. The stim be coming. We have 1 shield battery. More stalkers being warped in over here. And our Protoss player's going to have to be careful. The Raven here means this observer is likely to go down. Well, we'll see. He's actually scouting the push. So, all right, so I like this with all the stalkers out. The stim and combat shields is finished up. Infantry armor +1 on the way. And we've not started upgrades for our Protoss player. Ooh, the Raven. If you can snipe that Raven, that's actually almost... I think that's probably one of the biggest components in this. The Raven is full energy. Does the disruptor hit land? Interference Matrix possibly going to land? No. He catches the Raven. The observer, luckily, is still alive, so he can use that to his advantage. But a lot of this Protoss army is going down. Another disruptor is completed just now. This one is going to go... Oh, wait, he saves it just in time. The Widow Mine's behind. This is going to be rough for the Zealots. Still, Widow Mine does some friendly fire. Disruptor catches both Widow Mines. Nice play from Cyan. Decent plays for ByuN, but still Cyan coming in with a very macro-oriented build and somehow able to hold it at a time where this shit's just hard to deal with. The decision to prioritize the Raven was absolutely beautiful. How you doing, OG first timer? Yeah, I added the warning because we're supposed to add it for Twitch. I figured for now I'd comply. I've seen some streams that they're not doing it, and I'm like, and they're a little more risque than me in some regards. I don't know if that's possible, but... Oh, this Zealot run by going to come in good. Is Cyan going to be able to take a game off ByuN if he keeps up at this rate? So it could potentially be pretty good. Disruptor's going to catch a few more units in the back foot. The Zealot's got a lot of work done. It is still a decent economy for ByuN. Cyan taking the 4th base behind it. I like that. He hasn't gone into Colossi at all, but there is going to be an armory. Again, he's just now going into +1 ground weapons. That I don't like so much against the 1-1 Terran. It does kind of even out, but at this point, he probably would be on 2-2 or +2 ground weapons or armor. Interesting play from Cyan. Not a single Colossus shot. The Disruptor's out. All right, that's the ByuN play we're talking about. Oh, Disruptors might be in trouble, and he only catches a Marauder and a Marine. Force Field's desperately trying to hold on until the line, but we'll see. Oof. The warning not being too... I just put 1 on. I figured that's the most, the vulgarity and whatever. A little bit of swearing sometimes. Listen, I can be salty, but it's not usually that bad. Overall, I'd say on the language as much as the smoking. If you read it, it's excessive tobacco use mostly, but intoxication certainly has happened from time to time. Alrighty. Little more than I'd like. 3 Zealots trying to get some value in here, but ByuN actually is in a decent spot. The fact that this is so disruptor heavy is kind of nice for cyan, but oh, this is going to be huge for ByuN potentially. He only has one defensive disruptor. Everything's kind of can't. Where is his army? Okay, oh, it's all coming back up. Still, these stalkers are going to be in trouble. We need to get some Novas to zone or get some kills. Oh, they're all going to go down. The other one is out of energy. The sentry, not going to be much help here. Still, that last disruptor could get a Nova again. Zealots are going to warp in. I love the shield battery micro out of cyan. That's actually pretty good stuff. The bio is slowly falling apart a bit at a time, but still, I think ByuN's going to be in a good spot. Can we get a blink out? The Zealots are out. Oh my god, this Widow Mine is damn annoying. Alright, Zealots kind of splitting up the army a bit. ByuN had a terrifying army supply. He didn't get massive gains in terms of the production for Protoss, at least, and he is a 4-base Protoss, but ByuN has his 4CC completed. This game is still going on. We are gaming, folks. All right, we had a nice little Zealot run by Potential. Most of the army's in the center of the map, though. Zealot scouts the position, cyan in position here as well. Problem is his Widow Mine's going to be annoying. There's still... ByuN's just kind of everywhere. This is just... he's not going for YOLO drops. That one was a bit of YOLO, but nonetheless, it's going to be all right. Oh, no, the disruptor in the front is going to probably not... Yeah, it's not going to catch anything juicy. There's not a lot of Protoss over here. Do we have a recall available? Oops, sorry, guys. We do, but the army's kind of gathering up here. Battery overcharge is going to not really help much. Oh, that was actually a nice Nova. Nice catch in the medevac, and we don't have another blink available still. Looks like ByuN's coming in to push again. Zealot's trying to catch the Ghost Academy, and some workers. But the SCVs are there immediately to repair. Looks like cyan's trying to go on a counteroffensive. Zealots over here might be able to catch some of this, but it's a lot of Marauders with concussive shell, and the upgrade advantage again is kind of rough. But it is 2-2 versus +2. All right, ByuN's kept up on those upgrades pretty well, but still cyan going into +3. But he has to be careful. He's been a little unsafe with these disruptors. He's gotten some good value. They've kept him in the game, but not great. There was no like really juicy connects. How many HP? I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, it's 150. I was drawing a blank for a minute. All right, so the EMPs are coming in clutch. 2-2 and Ghost makes this terrifying of Terran, and the disruptors are caught off guard as they come rolling in. Mamma mia, that is a GG, but ByuN takes it. Cyan put up a hell of a fight in game number 1. That was some good stuff, my guys. That was some damn good stuff. I thought cyan might take it. It was looking pretty close, considering you open on 1 gate against that. That's balls of steel, and he went charged before Robo Bay. Still bringing us a game. Arm the Rebel Jackson, you mean ByuN. ByuN. You might say that game was ByuNbelievable. Alrighty, guys. Give me just a moment. I need a few after that. I'm going to hold myself to the break ski on the drink skis tonight. I'm doing alright, Mr. Green. How are you doing? It's pretty late for you. We winning? I'm not playing. You're winning. Oh, yeah. Excellent. 5 more games. I know. Congrats. You'll be good in a game that's alive, but still, nonetheless, a virgin game. League of Virgins. Everyone free to play. Oh, you do Diamond, not Masters. Diamond, yeah. Still, very impressive. From all the bullshit people you've had to play with. Ay. Hey, that's pretty cool, though, Green. Way too low. 3%. See, all those years of Starcraft, you even stopped playing. You came back a couple times, and you just come in and you just start clobbering in a couple hundred games in League. All right, guys, give me just a few. We'll be going on to game 2 in a moment. I need to get my bearings here. Mr. Green may have been bored of playing Starcraft, but you know what? All that time paid off. Well, well, well. And we'll see what's going on. I should have checked the TL event calendar. Apparently, the GSL qualifiers are going on and everything else, but it's all right. This needs to be covered too. This was the day I had to do it, nonetheless. And let's see. What do we got? Game 2. Bear with me. I'd like to plow through it, because these could be long ones. This series seemed to be a little closer. Can I get Masters in 30 days again? Oh yeah, you're gonna be D-ranked probably. You'd easily get back into Masters pretty quickly. Depending on how much time you put in, of course. Alright, he's up a point. From the Shopify Rebels. Shopify Rebellion. Give it up for a Red Terran player, Mr. ByuN. The man, the Reaper, was nerfed a couple times for overtime in different patches. And his opponent at the bottom right, he's blue. Kind of close to his date. It is cyan. Micro Jackson, indeed. Bruno. And we'll see what happens here. It's going to be a cheeky little Rax placement from ByuN. Is he going to go double gas, or is this just a debate? He's just going for his Reaper. I think this is just for some mind games. Oh no, it is going to be a double gas build. I wouldn't be surprised. Though I've seen ByuN do it before, where he did a little cheeky barracks placement and still just didn't Reaper expand. It is still a thing. It's not going to be the case. Micro Jackson. We're talking about ByuN. ByuN's one of the nicest guys in the world. What are you talking about? You're talking about the fake one, huh? Oh, Winter Smurf. Yeah, but it's a meme. But usually when people say Micro Jackson, they're referring to Mr. ByuN, not the Winter Smurf account. I got you, Angelus. I knew what you were referring to, but... Anyway, what up, Judgment? Alright, little pressure on Mr. ByuN from the probe. How you doing, Judgment? And, we are gaming here. Still not a lot of scouting, but still, the Reaper is going to force its hand. It's showing him that, yeah, there is a Rax here. It's in the base. I think that basically... If that probe was alive for just a little longer, I think he should have went for the scout. It did debate the Reaper back, but he could have all the information of what's coming up. The reactor follow-up, etc., etc. Not even really a delay on that, but still... It's going to be a Stalker opener from Mr. Cyan. Going for another Twilight first. Very fast Twilight Council. So he's rushing the tech over. The Stalker's going to make his way out, but this Reaper may find some good value. In fact, I think it is. He even gets 5 minerals, so that cost Cyan technically 55 minerals. I like the pull to the natural with these probes. And look at the ByuN micro. Oh, there's a little miss micro from Cyan. Doesn't quite kill it. Oh, he almost got the kill if he just committed to the A move. It's going to be a 2 Stalker opener. Well, actually, it was a little bit of a delay there, but still. Oof, that Reaper grenade is going to come in handy, but it is shut down. Just one worker. Lots of little bits of... Well, a lot of little mining time losses there for a Protoss player. Still, it's a supply block for ByuN. He's going for a medevac. Going for the Widow Mine. He's going to just park it right here. Park ski. I think this is going to be Widow... Is this going to be Widow Mines and Marines? It is. This is going to be a Widow Mine Marine drop from ByuN. A cheeky play that he does from time to time. Again, another 1 gate into Robo for Cyan. 1 gate lets you get a lot of things a little quicker as far as tech. But you're not necessarily going to have all the Stalkers for like Widow Mine drops. And this could be a bit of a problem for him. Okay, it's not going to be a Marine drop. It's just 2 Widow Mines. This is a little more... Okay, 3 Widow Mines. A little more committed. ByuN getting his 2 tech labs. So he's going right into power units and dropping another racks. So 2 of 3 racks going down. It is going to be a Raven. Possibly Raven tank. More than likely. And looks like our Protoss player posturing to take a third base. What am I on about here? All right, the Stalkers are positioned at the Nat, thinking maybe there could be Hellions. Not going to be the case. There is a window meme, as Chicken Man would call it. Oh, maximum damage. Blink's not quite done yet. And guess what? There's 2 more Widow Mines in this. Going to the Nat. War Prism's coming out. He's only got 2 gateways, though. Luckily, this is not a... Oh. So the thing is, ByuN still has yet another Widow Mine in here. And Cyan's going to push across anyway. Guess what? He's going to have to come back. Well, not necessarily, actually. He does have Blink now, though. Yeah, this is 1 dead medevac in a mine. All right, so still only... Well, 5 probes went down. I say only. Lots of lost mining time. Cyan changing his tune a little bit. He is on 4-gate Blink after all. Okay, never mind. He did change it up. With this, the Raven coming. Look at ByuN. Doing all the ByuN stops. He saw something coming, finds out it's a Raven. And of course, ByuN's gonna micro this auto turret. Getting every last probe he can. Trying to be annoying. Still, Cyan doing pretty well. 4-gate Blink. He's gonna send the Observer up here to take a look for the tank placement. ByuN with some pretty good SimCity. The War Prism coming in the back with 4 Stalkers, however. Marines don't have stim. But this is a little bit of a multi-prong. The whole goal is to pick apart little bits of time from lost mining, some worker damage, a little bit of missed micro over here, but the important part is he keeps the War Prism alive. This is like full send. Okay, no, it's not. He's going to take a 6-minute third base. Weird. He opened 1 into 4-gate. It does check out, more or less. His Stalker count was obviously not that high for a regular 4-gate. I think it was a change of plans from what he scouted. That said, their auto turret's still catching lots of workers. How many probes fell? 12 fell behind this for Cyan. You just can't catch a break here, guys. Got 4 more Stalkers in production. It's pure Blink Stalkers this game. No charge follow-up right now. He's going to eventually need to change out of the Stalker production. Still, he is going to get this Raven. But unable to find some serious damage. 3 SCVs, 3 Widow Mines, a Medevac, a Reaper, a Marine, and a Raven. For 12 probes. The third base is not bad, but the problem is their Protoss player is not teching up that well. Just going into charge in a Forge. Oh, the Observer was looking really juicy for ByuN, but still he didn't even have the scan in time. The Stalkers come up, catch a few units, but they don't trade that great. That said, the Stalkers in the back catching some damage. The tank is going to shell away at him, and with these Marauders coming, it's kind of scary. We have concussive shell and combat shields going. +1 just now started for our Terran player. We got an Immortal in charge. A lot's coming for Cyan in the meantime. And the tank... Yeah, these tanks are coming pretty nice. There's 3 of them out for some good defense. Is ByuN going for a drop? No, he's just going to push out. I'm like, it's mostly a push, but it's ByuN we're talking about. He's still keeping things back defensive. Oh, yeah, he's going full set. Oh, look at that smart play from ByuN. He stems away. Can Cyan save this War Prism? He has to save these Stalkers too, but with concussive shell done, that's a little scary. Still, he's doing as best as he can to keep ByuN back at home. War Prism's recalled. Not a bad idea, all things considered, because he knows he needs to defend. I like the 4 sentries. I like the fact that charge is coming down and some more gates are finished. But he's only going to have Immortals to fight a lot of this. That being said, there's nothing here to defend. If he goes in, he can get some good value. He's going to bring him back. All right, that's buying time for him to get a bigger army together. Still, look at this from ByuN. He's preemptively sieges, and oh my god, 3 Stalkers fall. Good stuff. All right, just 2 Zealots warping in here for now. Looks like we're going to see an aggressive Protoss now. ByuN's going back on into his base. And that said, there's 2 more racks coming down. ByuN is well on his way for his 3rd base as well. And behind it, Cyan just on 3 base saturation. Not even on double gas, so he's not... Okay, he's getting a Robo Bay, but still not on double gas. Cyan going to try to get some little bits of damage. The missile turret's not quite done. 1 Zealot, 2 Zealot, 3 Zealot, 4. Going to get some work done in here. He might want to just save these ones. And he is going to... Oh, he gets a kill on the missile turret, but does he get the... Nah, he's just going to throw these Zealots away. They're just going to be blown away in the wind. Oh boy. I'm kind of behind in chat. Apologies, guys. Angelus and Mr. Green and Bruno. I didn't see if I missed a bunch here. These games been a little spicy here. Some cool shit going on. I like the information from ByuN, and from Cyan's got some good scouting. You got zealots, a pylon, it looked like somewhere. No, it wasn't a pylon. He's got zealots everywhere, postured everywhere out in the map. He's got his war prism out. Not a lot of blind zones overall. There's definitely spots ByuN can go, but ByuN's just chilling. He's ahead in supply, but that said, there's going to be a Dark Shrine, another Forge coming, and Disruptors. Cyan's in a way better position this game, I feel like, and he is going to finish his 4th bases now, so he is in a pretty good worker lead and catching up on everything. It is a single eBay Ghost build from ByuN, though, which could be in a lot of trouble for our Protoss, but he is at 69 supply, which is nice. Maybe 93 army supply for ByuN. Ah, this is a little too aggressive for our Protoss player. He has 1 Disruptor, but guess what? The force field's coming clutch. Nova zones the army back, and he is going to have to be a little careful. Charge a lot run by attempting to go over here, and the Widowmine is just out of range. This is hilarious, actually. Lots of little stuff happening. Colossi coming, Dark Shrine finishing up. We got the double Forge upgrades going. The +1 armor coming for ByuN. ByuN going for the sensor tower, taking a 4th CC. And looks like he is going to go try for a little push. The Observer scouted and taken out. Alright, so this feels like a little bit of anticipation. Oh, I love this Zealot split. This is going to be a flank. It's a debate, but oh, Cyan wasn't paying attention. He really should have launched a Nova earlier. He's going to throw away both Disruptors. Guardian Shield's going to help, but then Immortal even falls. That's not what you want to see for the Protoss player. Meanwhile, decent little Zealot run by. War Prism goes in. He has a Dark Shrine, but didn't use it. Wouldn't hate some DTs in there. I mean, if nothing else, you bait scans, you bait some EMPs. Take out care of some of that ghost energy. It looks like the War Prism narrowly survives. Pretty crazy stuff. The armory just now going down so ByuN can start his 2-2. That said, our Protoss player should be in a bit of an upgrade advantage, even if this time's out, because he's already on the way for 2-2. Actually, he's on the way for 3-2 after this. Right now, actually. It's going to be pretty big spike for Mr. Protoss. And these units are going to keep ByuN busy yet again. The tank helping out. Oh, he cleans up a tank with that. Those 2 Zealots actually ended up being worth it. Getting a tank right there. His War Prism's in massive jeopardy, though. Zealot run-bys are going to be annoying. It's going to catch a couple supply depots if he's lucky. Maybe some of the bio before the medevac gets here, and that's about it. Saving 4 of them. Do we have a recall available? We'll have to check. He does. So he can save this War Prism, and he's being a little ballsy because there are Vikings out in the map somewhere. Yeah, they're with the army, just 2. Nice catches from Cyan. Cyan is up to 80 workers. Hopefully stops worker production after this. And he's on triple Robo Disruptor production. Gotta love it. He's lost a lot of army. ByuN's still securing that army supply lead. But Cyan is pushing away, pumping out those Disruptors. Got the 3 Colossus, got the Sentries, he's got Stalkers, he got Zealots. He forgot he has a Dark Shrine and Shadow Stride, but he wants that for the Planetary Fortress, I think. And the Scouter Widowmine is going to catch the Zealot. Oh, nice EMP from ByuN. Still, the sensor tower is not a bad catch. He did lose some stuff, but could have been far worse. Zealot is going to scout a potential push over here. He sees the medevacs. He sees some of the units. He knows what's up. Cyan knows well what's up with ByuN right there. And Zelly boys trying to push in, killing a missile turret. And some SCVs, maybe tipping his hat of DTs. All right. And ByuN's coming on 2 flanks. Unfortunately, our Protoss player is not in position just yet. Can he get here with the 2 Colossi and the 3 Disruptors with 1 Big Daddy Immortal and Sentry? He can't make it all the way to the other side. Just a Stalker and a Shield Battery. Oh, he's almost there. But Stim is a hell of a drug. That said, Protoss is trying to get in. He needs to launch some nasty Novas 1 to zone. Can he save this base? This base is crucial to our Protoss player. Now, he doesn't even catch the Marine with that one. He does have 1 more Disruptor at least. I think he's 2 more Disruptors here available. And this drop, where is it going? ByuN gonna just... Oh, he's gonna go back home. Observer sees this. Ah, crafty one he is. Warp Prism number 2 is going to go out. I'm just making sure this game I didn't miss anything. And we're going to get a 5th CC from ByuN as well. Oh my god, it's the Jaws of Death coming over to the Protoss side of the map. These 2 Vikings, 4 Vikings actually. I thought there were some more behind it. A little bit of missed micro with the Disruptor, but I think it was a debate. It was a juicy target. But there's enough Vikings, and I think these Colossi are in trouble with everything all together. Enough Disruptors here to zone it, but ByuN coming in with a big drop, denying it. It actually looks like he's killing some of the production. DT coming in to fend this off is pretty nice. Still, army supply in favor of cyan slightly. And, oh my god, he's going to have to cancel his 5th. Does do, or 6th, rather. He does do that just in time. We are in the late game. We're approaching it. We got the fusion core coming down and ship weapons for ByuN. +2 Liberators are goddamn terrifying. Oh, and a Colossus falls. Unlucky for Mr. Cyan. Don't want to lose those Colossus. Oh, I love the defensive DTs with the Zealots. It's not a lot of units here, but it is going to be enough to chisel away at this buy. Oh my god, the DTs with the +3 are so good. They're just chiseling through the Marauders. He was target firing that shit. He wants to get maximum damage with fewer units, and the trades are great. It is going to force this to go back. Our Protoss players mostly over here with the Stalkers and such, though. There's photon cannons, but they're a bit away. Shield battery's going to help this live for a little bit. Can the DTs get some work done? They blink down. Our Protoss players well under vision from our Terran, but still, he cleans it mostly up. He saves a lot of the production. He saves the pylons, so he can reinforce more. This Ghost, he has to be careful. Cyan's been eating a lot of EMPs this time. Oh, crafty play from ByuN dropping the rocks, but it creates a choke. And guess what? ByuN sends a bunch of his army to a bloody death into a purification nova. This is pretty crazy stuff. All right, 5th CC has landed from ByuN. The Zealots and DT still getting work done. Pretty crazy stuff in armor, +3 with shields, +1 coming for ByuN, and 3-3, or for Cyan. ByuN getting into 3-3 as well with advanced ballistics finishing up behind it. And, well, free sensor tower or missile turret. I didn't see which. It looked like a missile turret to me, but I'm guessing it was a sensor tower by position. The other going down before. All right, well, missile turret's there. But do the DTs blink in time? They do. That's one dead planetary, I'm sure of it. Still, he doesn't want to lose all those DTs if he can help it. And isn't going to. He's going to catch a lot of SCVs, forcing some of the army back from ByuN. Kind of a blind disruptor from Cyan. He's now starting to lose a lot of army supply. The missile turrets revealing the DTs in the Observer is not ideal. Still, Cyan kind of in a bit of a rough spot in terms of army supply. He does have that triple robo. He's dropping more gates. He's going back to gateway units. He's got a bank, though. He should be out. There we go. More disruptor production. But he is going to need things to contend with the Liberators. And the potential for Liberators, even. Okay, these disruptors trying to catch some good value. He's going to catch a chunk of SCVs as well. ByuN down to 55 workers. And he doesn't have the econ that Cyan has. That catch in the planetary and the SCVs was pretty nice. 46 SCVs have fallen in this game. And the DT is trying to get some work done as well. Going back in. He's going into the main with one. Yeah, I don't know why he's going to the main. Oh, here's the terrifying Liberators I was talking about. Did he get +2 ship weapons? He did not. This is just +1, which will help a little bit for Cyan. But still, this is a crazy game. Cyan's playing really well, truthfully. Obviously, ByuN is too, but Cyan's played this off pretty darn good. Even saves the DT from the Purification Nova friendly fire. Well, ByuN is forced to raise the Orbital Command Center. Did he raise? Wait, where the fuck did that guy come from? I think he preemptively made it before, so he just floated it over. And getting more orbitals. Yeah, it's ballsy to save it, but he's going to need them for scans. He's going to need them for mules, because he's going to be losing workers. At this point, it's more efficient to get those mules out if you can help it. As the game scales, leaves you more room for army and better remaxes. Oh my god, the disruptors are inefficiently catching few units at a time. And Cyan's hoping to get lucky here. Still catches a Liberator. That's sick micro from Cyan. ByuN is walking in, and each Nova picking off a Marauder is actually not too bad, because it seems like he has enough disruptors that if he fires them off one at a time, every one catching and connect, he's just going to continuously have them for each time it's kited back. So nice little picks here is going to add up for Cyan. ByuN now on his back foot for army supply. And Cyan getting enough disruptors. He's making some big connects. Some big boy connections here. Still, the Liberator going to be a little terrifying. The Ghost going to be even more. A little bit of a throw from Cyan, though. Does he land the Nova? No, the Disruptor falls back. The last Colossi trying to back off. Oh my god, this base is going to be canceled for sure. He doesn't cancel this. Liberator going to be enough to zone off the Zealots. There's a planetary fortress here. And wouldn't hate this bio just being fought. He should have just went. He could have got us around actually for a minute and maybe cleaned some of it up. Ghosts and Marauders being the bigger units, but even Marines going down is kind of nice. It's a lot of stock. Not a big fan of that. All right, let's see how many disruptors are back on the map. Just three more in production. The shields +2 on the way for Protoss. ByuN forgetting to get his +2 ship weapons. Still, Cyan's back on his back foot for this. The War Prism's out. ByuN might be able to scout this, but guess what? Cyan's coming back in over here. He wants to put pressure on. He wants to get some damage. He is going to do so. There is some disruptors here. It's not a lot of bio, though. Still, the Nova might clean. Oh, a little miscalculation on the Purification Nova. It's going to be a big push from ByuN, but a beautiful disruptor hit from Cyan. Cyan doesn't have a lot here, and like the meat grinder. Oh my god, those prods just disappear. Still, ByuN saved his base. It's just a couple few stalkers and a couple disruptors over here. Not like everything he's hoping for. For some lost mining time, that base is getting mined down anyway, but still, some worker catches are kind of nice for Cyan. Cyan's got a bit bigger of an armory now, but ByuN still secures the lead. And oh, the Zelly boys come right back in. They want to get this missile turret, I guess, first as a point of contention. The SCV's desperately trying to catch it, and ByuN's mostly in the middle of the map. All right, we need to see some Nova, Cyan. No, he's going to catch it. Oh, catches a litch bit. He's going to catch another Marauder behind this. DT's trying to get some work done. Cyan's actually microing this all okay. He's had some bad engagements, but as the underdog, he's showing he can get some work done. Okay, 6 splits from ByuN, though, this whole game. None of us are surprised about that. He is quite good at the splitting. Problem is, these Novas should have launched before. A little bit of misstep from our Protoss player. He's again going to try to take this base. Cyan, oh, losing 400 minerals. He can't do this endlessly. He needs a base up, losing that one, but that's... not a big fan of that decision. Cyan's really on his back, but he's forced in a desperation stalker, basically. For some reason, he knows DTs are a bit of a crapshoot. The disruptors are fun. Oh man, poor Cyan. He was actually playing this really well. I think he's about to go down, folks. He's hoping to catch the disruptor of his life, but only catches a few Marauders. That's about it. Yeah, this was definitely a throw, but still, it's ByuN. He had him on the ropes, though, and I gotta say, whether or not it was a throw, still, he's played very impressively. But now I'm feeling like we're on cope here, guys. That's a base lost again. This base is mining out, which was the 4th. And the order was taken. The EMP's hitting the batteries is not what Cyan was hoping for, too. He just doesn't have enough. The disruptors just couldn't get here soon enough, even if he'd hoped to. The SimCity even going to work against Novas. It is going to be enough to zone him back. I think he miscalculated in his next one, but... well, yeah, the bio is just too strong. It's going to disintegrate these things. GG's called. And we're going to go on to game number 3. Welcome, Majdi. How you doing, Trevo Mater and Dr. Rock? Good casting. Thank you. I think that's... the jury's still out on that one. There's nothing we can do better here, chat, right? Good stuff, guys. We'll be going into game number 3 in a minute. Dave needs a wee bit of a break after that one. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Guys, do me a favor. Subscribe to my YouTube while you're at it. Please and thank you. This will be on there as well as other things. I'll probably split it up into the individual series. Yeah, I'm going to be chilling on the booze tonight for sure. Well, sure. Anyway, going on to game number 3 here. Part of me still does want some booze. I just don't want beer. But no, I don't. I don't know why I'm thinking that even. Dave wants some good sleep tonight. That's on the top of my list. All right, going on to game 3. Can Cyan take it back? These guys had to have been exhausted unless they agreed to split them up. They didn't have to play them all at one time. But again, it's the first time these games have been played. And what bangers they have been. All right. All right. All right. Here we are in the bottom left corner of Royal Blood in the red. Representing Shopify Rebellion. Give it up for ByuN. Mr. Terran. Micro Jackson himself. And his opponent in the upper right. It's not his color. He is blue. Here is Cyan. He says, ByuN, screw you. I want to take it in game number 3. It's going to take him 3 games. Otherwise, he's eliminated. It's going to be another 3-0. All right. That is the question. Ay, 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 ay. Alrighty. Veil now, folks. Cyan kind of poking around looking for proxies, I think. Yeah, he's expecting a cheeky proxy Rex. He's like, shit, ByuN's up 3 points. He might just want to end me quick. ByuN is double gassed each time. Let's see if he does the same. Or is he going to Reaper expand it? Sometimes the best mind games are just to go in with a standard opener. Or match point after. Maybe he's just feeling confident. I still think Cyan was playing his ass off that last game. Again, 2 games with a 1-gate opener. He went 1 gate into 4-gate blink, though, which was interesting to say the least. We'll see what we get for a follow-up here. Probe going into Scout, and it's a Marine Reactor opener from ByuN. This is pretty standard. There's no Reaper. Did the probe get information? I'm going to actually have to put this in Cyan's vision. He did see the low-ground CC, so even if he lost it, which he doesn't, he does see that there's a low-ground CC. So that's the most important information he needed right there. It does tell him, well, it's not a double gas opener at least. I can at least rule that one out. It is going to be the ByuN Concussive Shell Marauder opener. Is this one going to be over fast? We'll see. Cyan opens with 1 gate, so this might not be easy to hold. We did see our boy Nikita hold this earlier. Not a build. What up, Drew? Skillis did a fantastic hold in a previous series against Special. Not really going like the typical proxy Marauder. This is not proxy Marauder, but it's just going to be a couple Marauders pushing across the map to kill Stalkers, and this is going to be Stalkers, so I think this could be very successful. Oh, a Sentry. All right, the Sentry's there because he wants to get a hallucination. Sentry can still be good too, and Tickle Beams with a shield battery can be all right with this. There's 1 Marine and 2 Marauders. This is an old school ByuN build. Going back a bit. ByuN looks like okay, no, he's getting another tech lab. He's just keeping the tech lab there for another Rax. Going into 3-1-1 behind it, but still. A Stalker and a Sentry be it with boys. The Tickle Beam is going to fend it back, though. ByuN's going back, and the Hallucinated Oracle is going to be enough to make ByuN confused. I think, unfortunately, he already tipped his hat. I don't think ByuN's going to take the bait for this at all. Still, it's a zippy, good little scout with the hallucination. ByuN poking and prodding, being annoying. But I don't hate the Robo this time. It's going to be Blink again. He's going 4-gate Blink. But it's like... it's a 2-1-1. Okay, I'm sorry. It's ByuN we're talking about here. It's not even going to be a 3-1-1. It's going to be a 2-1-1 with Widow Mines. Why would I not even say that? This is the ByuN build. It goes into a 2-1-1. He after he adds a Rax for sure, but... either way, it's going to be the stem combat shield timing with Medivacs and Widow Mines. And a couple concussive shell Marauders in the mix. A pretty nasty bit of potential for ByuN against the Greedy Protoss. That said, Greedy Protoss, I'm wrong. It's 3-gate. So he opened 3-gate. I don't hate this against what he's fighting, truthfully, because he he has a little bit of room for growth. He has the third base going down. And oh my goodness, this is a Widow Mine drop. And it's scouted and it is killed. He does get some hits on one of the Widow Mines, but has to be careful. Blink is not quite done yet. And the Stalkers are going to try to keep busy here so he can take out one of them. The other Widow Mine is going to make its way in and scout and possibly get some worker kills. All right. Couple Stalkers here. Oh, it's Creator. Oh, is Cyan paying attention? I almost said Creator. Cyan's actually playing really good still, even with the losses. I kind of agree with Chad. Fellow is a little bit of a throw. He's going for a double forge behind it with charge. Ooh. That's a spicy meatball. ByuN just finishing his stim up now. Okay, so it was just kind of custom shell in the stim. The downside to opening a 2-1-1 kind of build. You did get a lot of production out, so it's a good amount of units. Stem alone is going to be nice, but what's going to be good for Cyan is the no combat shields on the Marines. Downside, concussive shell marauders. Another pro side, there's only a few of them. So, bunker holds, and it's no hull damage on these Stalkers, so that's going pretty well for Cyan. Third base going down is good for Cyan. And in fact, he's starting his upgrades. Well, he's just getting his +1 for now. Okay, Cyan remembering his armor as well. So he's going +1 ground weapons and armor with 5 gates behind it. Kind of a little gateway man-ish style. Still, ByuN's going to push out. He just has Stalkers to fight this, and Cyan wasn't paying attention for a second. That's all it takes. But decent micro after all, picks off a Marine. Nice little snipes there with the medevacs too. Cyan going with a Warp Prism, ByuN with some Scouter supply depots. There's some Widow Mines, some Bio back here, but not a lot, really. Truthfully, most of the forces in these 2 medevacs, they're going to go around and try to find some value. Problem, okay, Cyan has an Observer here, but can he get into position for this? He's kind of close. He could blank up, but the problem is they could be trapped with a little bit of missed micro. They could be trapped in the nook. Oh, it's scouted. Cyan's trying desperately to get back there with the Stalkers. He's got Zealot boys. He's got everything. He's got a Warp Prism. He's posturing to get in his third. There is a Zealot over here, too. The Stalkers coming in clutch. The shield battery in the back is going to be useful. Battery overcharge is activated. One of the medevacs goes down. The second one falls. And no combat. Well, the combat shield's actually... Yeah, there's no... It did finish up behind. Still, even with it, the Protoss unit's getting some good value. There's another push over here. Do we have recall available? We do, but it's not going to be used at the moment. Widow Mines could be terrifying here because the Zealots are all clumped up, but they go target the Immortal instead, which actually helps the cause for a Protoss player. Decent Zealot warp in. Nice little drop and warp in from Cyan. This is a 2-base ByuN. ByuN is a little more committed on this build, so it comes at a good time. Can he find damage, though? That's the question. Little bits of lost mining time, nothing super significant. Still, Zealots are coming crashing in. The Stalkers are hoping to get some work done on the medevacs. He has to be careful. Oh, if he target fires the Immortal, he's going to micro this more. I don't hate it. The Zealots can just kind of go ham over here. Well, these ones aren't going to. Now they are. He's got Zealots in here. He's going to try to hide the medevac, the Warp Prism. And still going to keep this stuff in. Still, our Protoss player getting some good work done. Not the full force field he was hoping for, but it's enough. Cyan takes game 3. This time he's not throwing. He played really well and does hold with what started to be a greedy opener, and he adapted. He goes, you know what, we're getting pushed with something weird. We're going to, just go no stops, and he even took a third base early. That was a bold move, but it ultimately paid off for our Protoss player, and a bit of an upset, quite frankly. Again, guys, we are looking for some help with OSC. Please check out their website. Give them a follow. And this My Cause thing, they're looking for some financial support as well from all they do. Just little bits. They've been funding Starcraft since 2013. Actually, a legendary bit of the community. Guys, give me just a few. I will be right back.
Giddy up.
And I am back. We're going to be on game 4 in a moment. Thanks for the follow, Artorius Mage. Welcome. Welcome to this fucking DGen stream, which is not seeming so... I feel like this is not so scuffed today, other than my artwork and, you know, I have my fumbling around, but this is just seeming like some Starcraftage. Some good Starcraftage. We're going on to game 4 here. Potential for game 5. I have a feeling what I thought might be a quick clean sweep is not the case. This is our longest running series so far, and game 4 is sure not too upset from how these guys have been playing. Maybe how Cyan's been showing on this, he might do well in KSL as well. An OSC partner tournament too, the Korean Starcraft League. I'm sure most of you guys are aware of it. If you're not, Chicken Man and I put it on. It's run every Friday. A $400 weekly on the Korean servers only. But it is open to anybody to play. So, just something to keep your eyes out. And there's tons of content from that tournament that's been out all along, from Winter and Loco and Wardy, Harstum, to name a few, Mr. Pig, the Cranky Ducklings, all sorts of people. Follower from Brazil, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Brazil seems like a cool place. I would love to visit one day. Maybe down the road, Dave will actually stop simping on Twitch so much and all this stuff I do. I'm joking. I'm doing all right. We'll get back there. Well, one day down the road, I hope to do some traveling. But if I'm going out of country first, I got to go to Europe. All right. That said, I might place an order in. After all, I'm going to cave. Dave has no willpower. For after this, I don't want to stay up too late. Hoping I can just go to bed. I'm definitely going to do this. I'll wait until we get further along. All right, here we go. Game 4. Let's go right into it. I have a feeling this one might be another sweaty, back and forth, action-packed, late game TVP, PVT, depending on what you're calling it. We got a Terran and a Protoss. And if you don't know one of them, you're going to know the other. Some of us know them both very well. Anyway, it's game number 4, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gressvan. In the red, give it up for the Shopify Rebels of Shopify Rebellion. Well, it's ByuN. In the red, I definitely missaid that. And his opponent in the upper left, he's blue. Give it up for Cyan, our Protoss player. And how these two have been playing, anything's possible. That was a pretty sick game number 3 to follow up the 2-0. So Cyan is not going to go down without a serious fight here, folks. All right, we got another Reaper wall. Cyan's been doing them on every map. He's set up for it. He's got his pylon in the right place. It's a 3-structure wall. Question is he going to go Stargate? Is he going to go Twilight? He's done a few 1-gate Twilight builds for openers. And then transition. ByuN going back to the double gas. Notice he went to single gas one that time. It didn't work out so well for him. Even though he did something cheeky. Cyan was right on top of it. Defended well. Attacked well. Was very decisive. Defended the Widow Mine drop follow-up to the Concussive Shell Marauders in the 2-1-1. And just really played kind of in a masterclass fashion. ByuN is going to have this out so he can get the Reaper out across the map faster. Cyan's going to look around. Hopefully he scouts the barracks for his sake. So he knows, okay, it's not proxied. Yeah, he's setting up. He's going to take his Nexus. And is even going to scout the factory going down. But guess what? The probe's trapped. That's a free probe for ByuN. But what that does is buy some time for Cyan. Cyan is going to have a Zealot out. He doesn't even need the Zealot, but the Zealot can be pretty good to do some harass. Ooh, look at this. Probius being damn annoying. ByuN is 100% going to go for this. Shields have been deactivated a little bit on the probe, but he's buying some time. So now the Adept is started. Chrono Boost is activated. The Zealot crossing the map. Oh, I like this. He's not just going straight in the pathing right down the center of the map. He may, yeah, he's going to totally dodge the Reaper, and he is going to be able to potentially get a delay or cancel on the CC. At least a delay. Adept is out. Is going to scout the Reaper. Does he cancel the Shade? Or debate the Shade? He does. And this Zealot's going to come as a thing of a surprise. But this is a big micro battle right here on this side. That said, a Widowmine's out. And that's about it. The reactor's on the barracks. Widowmine could be enough to take care of the Zealot and defend the CC. It's going to be another Twilight opener. Another Adept coming down for our Protoss player. The Adept's going to go back. He forces the cancel on the CC. That's huge. ByuN with an extremely delayed CC now on 111. But that's going to be a really late CC. The Reaper's still out to be a nuisance. But beautiful defense from our Protoss, who has a Reaper, while the second Adept about to come down. These probes are a little defenseless down here, however. I don't think he's going to be able to save it. The Reaper grenade even going to be a pain. Oh, he even gets the pylon to block in the Reaper. Depth Shade's going to come in, but it stays alive for now. That's the John Travolta Micro Jackson Reaper with 2 kills. But still, great defense from our Protoss player. And great maneuver with that Zealot. He hid that out. That was timed perfectly. You got to cancel on the CC. ByuN is well prepared for a Widowmine drop. Only downside of this, there's no other Stalker. It's 3 Adepts. It's psych him out, making him think it's was the Stargate opener, but he kind of tips his hat when he sends up this wall. That is not the case. Do we get a cancel? No, we don't. Oh, that was a huge debate. And that is 1 dead Reaper. Still, that being said, Stalkers are just being warped in. Warp gate finished. Blink is not done. The robotics facility coming down, and we do have a few Stalkers out. I think even just 1. It's only 1 Stalker. That do be it against the double Widowmine drop with the Scouter pylon. Now, what's this lazy worker doing here? Well, Phil the probe is looking a little lazy at the moment. He just does not want to go back to mining today. All right, that said, another Stalker's here. And oh, Cyan's out of position. Is he going to react and pull the boys? He's been pretty good dealing with Widowmine drops before. And they get, oh, that worked out quite well for him right there for the moment. Still, ByuN, being as crafty as he is, he's going to go right down to the natural. A couple Stalker shots are going to hit. The Adept shading down. It's a smart play. We do have an Observer. And, yeah, this is going to take some execution. So, it's safe to say this drop is at least got some attention here. The Raven going out behind is classic ByuN strategy. We saw him do it in a previous game. You can't be everywhere with this. Still, 3 Adepts going to go try to posture on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, ByuN has tanks in production. The Raven is certainly going to be a nuisance. It is going to be a Robo Bay and Forge follow-up before Twilight this game with a double gas. The Raven coming in with the auto turret. Cyan is going to pull. Does lose a couple probes. Yeah, he's going to lose a bunch. And he has to be careful how he respects this. Reacts to it, rather. That's some lost mining time, too. Still, the Adept shading in is going to reveal the push. He sees the tanks. He sees the Marines. Stim is just now started, but it will be done in this push. Cyan's not opted to take a 3rd base yet. So he's going to hold on 2 bases. It's kind of a arduous position to be in as a Protoss. He's got his units tied up here. He didn't go into charge, which is ordinarily okay, but every other game he did. In this case, I would actually like to charge as a follow-up in the Gateway Man style because, well, even with the Stim Marines, there's no concussive shell Marauders. He could zip in and take out the tank. That said, the shield battery's not done in the main base. It's been a lot of little nuisance from ByuN. He's got 3-prong attack potential with the Raven, the Widowmine drop. Well, it's mostly done. Oh, no! This needs to be canceled. It is. Cyan is... Okay, luckily he had a probe out on the other side. He's getting units out. He sees the push. He knows something's up. But he can't be everywhere at once. I like that Cyan's not a single F2 here. He's going to try to catch this ByuN, trying to keep this all alive. The tanks are going to siege. Cyan may not want to get too greedy here. ByuN's just camping. That said, the Raven's going to come back, poke around, and see some things. We got some vision. We got the Observer. Our base is nice scouting. And again, this is a pin-down medevac with Widowmines. ByuN going into combat shields, concussive shells, and +1 behind this. He's got his racks. He's going for a 3rd CC now. We do have the third base quite delayed for cyan, but he did manage to get it down. It was a nice save all in all on the other front. Still little bits of harassment. This one's a little powerful with 2 tanks. Stem Marines. Combat shield's not done as not the end of the... Wait, where the hell was that Nova? Oh, the disruptor kills... 2 disruptor shots kill a tank. Not getting the bio, but that was well worth it. So he has eyes on this with his observer. Failed to point that out, but still. Very nice play from... that was very clean from cyan. And no medevac over here to catch this. Does he catch it? Oh, no! I think this is not going to catch. He catches a few Marines. That's about it. That is not worth... Still, I guess cumulatively, it could have been a lot worse. You got a tank out of it before, but still, not ideal trades. Losing a Stalker, also not ideal trades. We do have extended thermal lance and +1 finishing up here. Extended thermal lance is going to be a while. We have 1 Colossus. That's about it for our Protoss player, and he's obviously a little behind in supply. That's how this matchup works out. Still the blink forward, a little aggressive, but he does take down the tank. Marines are going to be cleaning right the hell up. But there's going to be a pretty decent push with the Raven. It's going to have enough energy for an interference matrix. Second Colossi not quite out. Charge is definitely not going to be done yet. +1 does finish for a Protoss player, though, so he does have that. He needs to buy time. There's no tanks here, but Widow Mines are going to come behind it as well. Scarier things to buy on the Marauders. The +1 infantry weapons finishing up. Oh, the interference matrix coming in clutch for him. Do we have a force field available? We do. Guess what? It was only 1 interference matrix available for the meantime. Oh, God, the Widow Mine coming in clutch. The 2 shield batteries actually helping out our Protoss player quite a bit. He saves both Colossus with not a scratch on them. The shields are regen, no hull damage. And look at this, the Widow Mine drop is still there. The Stalker's still in position on it. He did have to forfeit the Observer, but it doesn't matter. He's got this pinned down. ByuN going for a... No, not a 4CC, just more racks. It's just kind of Sim City. I'm sure he's going to go for one soon, though. Maybe. That said, our Protoss players read my mind. He's going for a 4th base. We lost the Disruptors. We're in the Colossus. We know our boy Cyan likes his Disruptors. We'll see what happens. And, yeah, we're gaming still, folks. If Cyan doesn't take this game, though, he's eliminated. He needs to win this one and an additional in his best of 5 series to advance in the mid-season playoffs. Observer is going to be taken. Ooh, barely saved. Little chiseling on the Ravens, kind of nice for Cyan. And look at this. Widow Mine drops even scouted with a pylon. There's even a pylon over here to scout with a probe. Ah, Cyan's playing really well, though. Win or lose, what a damn series this has been. Max Pax is not. Unfortunately, Kato's the Tommy. We had Skillis versus Special. We had Wayne versus Mana. And now we have Cyan versus ByuN. Going on to fight. I said it earlier and I'm drawing a blank. 4 Juby versus... Who the hell was it? We have a ZVP coming up. I just drawn a blank. We'll find out after. Still some sick series today. Well, Marine is going to be caught here. Zealot's running in, and these ones not going to find too much damage, that's for sure. Still Cyan trying to keep ByuN busy. ByuN going to fly his 4th base over. And it's something Cyan's going to have to be careful of. He's getting a pretty decent army supply together. Just on 2 robo this game from how it played out. The medevac's been here all goddamn game. It's just hilarious. Those 4 Stalkers. You know what I would do? He has a photon cannon here. Just drop a photon. This base is mining out anyway over time. Like, heck it. Let him throw it away. Alright, well, the sensor tower go down. That's a nice catch. Another one's going to be rebuilt in its place. Those are expensive units. Well, that scan was a little... That was not probably the position you were hoping to catch into if you're the Protoss player. Zealot's going to catch a few workers, and it's going to be +3 on the way for Protoss, +2 infantry weapons on the way for ByuN with a Ghost Academy. Yes, he did finish the Ghost Academy second with ship weapons as a follow-up. Dark Shrine coming down in the meantime with a 3rd robotics facility for Cyan. And guess what? The medevac is finally... ByuN ByuN caved. It was like the staring game with all this micro and all the macro and all the things going on in this game. Finally, ByuN conceded. Oh, he loses the cyan loses the observer there. ByuN decided to sacrifice the 2 Widow Mines in the medevac in literally a Protoss versus Terran staring contest. All right, this pylon. He does not want to lose this pylon. He's saying, no, heck no, ByuN. Nice little harass with a warping over here. Warp Prism into main base, trying to find some value. Not a lot of mining left, obviously, but he's going to go for every worker he can, and he's going to try to push an assault on the side, hoping to catch him out of position. It's a lot of stalkers to help, but EMPs are a hell of a drug with this many marauders, too. It's a big clump of marauders behind this. Looks like the Warp Prism fell, too, behind it. No! Did not, for the moment. Where the hell did the Warp... Oh, it's in the bottom right corner. Okay. Wasn't 100% sure there. A Protoss player did manage to secure a 5th base behind this, which is pretty nice. How you doing? Oh, it's Young Yakov. Thank you, Professor Nuggy. I don't know why I forgot that. Young Yakov versus Forjumicus. Forjumi actually had a wrist injury, too. He broke his hand. So... he is on the mend, but I'm hoping this wasn't... I think this was when he had it happen. It could have been before. We held these off a bit until all the replays are collected, because players play these on their own time. They're casted live, and the scores are never submitted until it's cast. Nobody watches the games. The players don't report them. It adds to the... oh, no, the disruptors! Every disruptor, but a couple are going to fall, but these Novas are pretty sick. Still, that was quite a bit of a throw. Unlucky for our Protoss player, and he shouldn't be fighting when he's taking that many EMPs with his injured units, the ones without shields. Still a lot of EMPs were forced. There's still plenty more behind it, though. Zealot is going to catch this push, continue on as it gathers momentum and steam. Cyan has the larger army. The problem is, Stim and EMP, good unit. We got 2 Big Daddy Immortals behind it, 3 Disruptors behind coming in to follow up here. The Viking's going to be a point of contention. The anti-armor missile just catches 1 disruptor. It's probably the best case. Well, the best case would be like a Zealot or a Stalker or something. But realistically, it's not too bad. DT's catching a planetary. It's quite nice. The 4th base goes down for Mr. ByuN. DT's even going to try to kill a missile turret. Will it get it? Yes, it will. There's still 1 behind it. Another one being rebuilt in its place. Man, this is scrappy. 6 base finishes for Cyan. Cyan's technically ahead in army supply, but he's got 3 Immortals in production. I actually would rather see more Disruptors. Still, Big Daddy Immortal could be nice. Yeah, he's done this in other games. Triple Robo is actually the play when you get toward the late game. You literally need it. When you're at this level, you absolutely... oh my god, that was a sick Purification Nova. He has had a little bit of rough Disruptor control. The DTs are trying to yeet in the EMPs. Good unit. 1 behind trying to just chisel away at this stuff. Keep ByuN busy and back. Guessing. ByuN's got more CCs. He's got another one in its place here. Another 2 CCs, 1 being an orbital in his main. He's got scans for days. He's still kept his Raven alive. It's even got some kills of its own. And Cyan going to his 7th base. I don't think this game's going to be over for a while, guys. It's been non-stop action. Lots of trades. Lots of macro. This is some gaming, folks. Okay, Nova's gonna whiff. You just gotta stop yeeting these Disruptors back. It's gonna give me agita. The Interference Matrix came in clutch. Oh, that last Viking is gonna catch the Colossus. Oh, he almost saved it. Still, look at this. 6 Immortals. What a madman. The DT's keeping pressure going. Another planetary fortress is made. And we do have another warping of Zealots coming in. Still, I think we need some better tools from Protoss. ByuN does have a couple missile turrets down here. We have, yeah, we have gravitic drive, so we do have prism speed. I'm like, that did seem to be zooming a little bit. Let me just check and see if it's my vision or if it's actually the fact it is. Gravitic drive or warp prism speed has been researched by Cyan. All right, that said, let's take a look at the upgrades. ByuN's still just on +1 ship weapons. He's gotten into no advanced ballistics this game just yet. I think Cyan's done a great job of harass nonetheless, but both players... oh, no, he's not paying attention. All right, so he wasn't paying attention to his DTs. 1 did take some damage, and his army's right on its tail. EMPs can clean this right the hell up. Meanwhile, Zealot's warping in for days in the main base, forcing medevacs back. They're trying to get some work done. 1 DT in the mix, but guess what? The Raven is part of this. Oh, no, he's killing the... Yeah, that's not ideal. He's killing dead refineries. Not ideal for targets. If he killed some production, I'd be... Oh, my God, that was a sick Nova, though, from Cyan. Again, ByuN is the favorite player here, but the DT is getting work done. More workers falling for ByuN. It's still not a terrifying amount. I think these DTs are going to go down the EMP lands. He saves just a few. Better than nothing, I guess. Still... ByuN's in a 130 army supply lead. And, damn, this is a scrap fest. The Disruptor should have launched before. Cyan just doesn't learn, but it feels like every Protoss feels that way. Feels bad, man. The Liberator is going to be pounding down. There's only a couple of Stalkers. The Ghost coming behind is kind of crazy. It does fall. But even the Liberators on their own are going to... Oh, my God. This is rough for Mr. Cyan. So many Marauders coming in from a flank, too. These Colossi are in trouble. Big Daddy Immortal actually helping. But the problem is, it's only 2 of them. Those Immortals are great for tanking this shit. But still, there's nothing to contend to Liberators, even the Chisel at them. Just a few Stalkers. Cyan didn't really have a huge mineral bank, nor did ByuN, because Cyan's been taking bases for days. He's going to lose one of these, and his probes aren't in position. Oh, the War Prism is going to go down, even with speed. Very sick game. Well, the 7th base is going to fall. You heard right, the 7th base is going to fall for Cyan. Cyan, oh no, his probes! Well, he has a few too many from optimal macro, but still, I guess he just saves them in time. 1 DT with 2 HP is going to die. Hey, that kind of rhymed. ByuN just has scans for days. These orbitals have full energy. His natural has full energy. His 3rd base has only been depleted, and he even has his 4th as an orbital. Because of DTs, he's lost planetary after planetary. Still, the medevacs and the Raven giving some high ground here. I mean, some lost Probius. Actually, Cyan's done a good job of keeping his probes alive. It's some throws with those disruptors. Yeah, exactly. True Haxel. Yeah, he can't. I mean, I know what you're saying. It's just that Zealot Warpins were good. Some of the things he did were good. He just didn't. It's been my point of contention is the micro guys, right? On some of it. Yeah, you kind of do it. There's fights going on different sides. He's macroing up behind it. It's just the biggest throws I feel like has been the disruptors. He's had some great hits. They've saved his ass. But at the same time, you can't just keep tossing those bad boys away. Still, if you lose that base, when you're, you're kind of at this stage of the game, it gets awkward. A couple zoning novas, but oh my God, that is a massive anti-armor missile. ByuN's gonna respect this, but you got a lot of the power units here, guys. You got a lot of the bio too, or the gateway units. Oof. Nova's nothing to write home about, but this time I don't hate that he's been a little more liberal with how he's casting the purification novas this time, because he's basically thrown them away for nothing before. He's not at that count that he's had in previous games where there's so many where it seems like he just shoot one and keep that pace going. Even if he's trading out one, he catches something, hoping for a Marauder, a Ghost each time. But he is starting to build them up. 4 Robo Disruptor, Quad Disruptor production in the natural. I will say it's not good to put all your eggs in one basket, but in this case, he just needs to get him out. And he's gaming. These guys are at the 21-minute mark almost, and it's looking like it's still trading now. ByuN's kind of in a better position, but truthfully, Cyan's not been playing too bad. He's punching above his weight. I love these DTs postured over here, too. No, they're not going to scout the... Oh, wait. This could work out good. We never got advanced ballistics still. Cyan, what are you doing? Tulip, ByuN, Cyan. All right, what the hell? We just missed some crazy fight here. It looked like Protoss units just died, but oh, Cyan, you get the best position. Oh no. All right, well, scans are going down. Every Liberator killed is pretty good though, but still the DTs just. Oh no, they didn't blink. Feel like he could have got away with that. Oh, he's not paying attention up here though. He actually could see behind this. The problem was the medevacs gave some vision to Theron player. And this is not a cancel, that's a kill. Oh god, that's 400 minerals. ByuN is now leading on the economy pretty heavily. They forgot WCS too, or Observer Plus, so I can't show you the stuff. Yeah, ByuN certainly did trade a little more efficiently, to say the least. Alright, anyway, that being said, another Nexus going down for Cyan. He's trying to get back there. He's spending his money on Nexus. And has a good amount of disruptors, but still, we'll see what happens. And naturally, at 9 something at night, I'm getting emails from work. I'm guessing it could be actually good. I'm hoping it's good news. But who cares? I'm going to check after this game. Alright, another base. Looks like it is going to fall. That said, Cyan's fighting on the other side of the map. Scary Terran bio everywhere. He's not going to cancel. He's going to cancel that base. He doesn't have much army left comparatively to ByuN. ByuN's just stacked right now. He's absolutely jacked, cracked, and the rest of it. Blink DT's going in, trying to get a surround on this. The EMP's good unit, though. Scans coming in. They're just disappearing after. That was a beautiful recall, though, but the Nova's falling short. Just whiffing here. Another whiff. The positions have been fortunate, and guess what? The Terran assault on the right side. Still, they're a threat to this base, which will ultimately be going down with all the probes. And Cyan put up a good fight again. I think he should have considered... It was, I guess that was an okay decision to keep that. Just a ballsy one, because he knows he's going to lose a base in one side. After losing this one, though, he needs to make sure he has some kind of economy, as other bases are mining out. But still, it's a late game. I don't blame Cyan for sticking in this. He's looking... I'll say it, he's looking pretty dead, but not entirely. He's got a fight in him. But still, it's not going the greatest for him. Can't really fault him for staying in, truthfully. This is a tournament. It's not like it's a ladder match. Yeah, as time goes on, ByuN just gets stronger and stronger. But when you have more balls than your opponent, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Let's see, he even throws it in the scan. Yeah, I think they're all on a timer. Well, ByuN doing what ByuN does. He's gonna split it off and go into a drop. Alright, actually decent fights with the Stalkers, but ByuN coming in with this drop. Pushing into every base he can. It's gonna be pretty good for him. Photon Cannon gonna help a bit, but there's nothing really left in terms of economy for a Protoss player. He's just trying to get what he can done. Disruptor's gonna start to go down here. Novas do connect pretty huge, but there's still more bio. ByuN picking up pretty well. Not a lot of Stalkers left. Not a lot of Protoss left at all. The base is desperately trying to hold on. A DT desperately hanging on. I think Cyan's feeling bad because he did have some throws here in this series. He played really well and then unfortunately had some very costly mistakes in previous games. Sick game 3 he played, though. This one I feel like he got a little too trigger happy too, but he's still demonstrating to be a pretty good player. Managed to get some bases down here somehow. That's why his army's been faltering, but nonetheless, one Liberator is going to do a little more damage than it should. There's no high ground, so he can't blink up there. Will get the Liberator, though, over here, and he's being ballsy. Oh, almost gets a sick Nova, but there's so many Liberators out, it's kind of crazy. It's funny that ByuN is in this position without advanced ballistics and +2. So realistically, for all you haters in chat, yeah, he overused the disruptors before, but Cyan threw a lot away. So more so than that, yeah, in these fights over here, the problem is earlier in the game, let's take a look at how many he's lost. He's lost 19 disruptors this game. So those weren't the trades we're looking for. 2 adepts, that's a bit of a bold move against the planetary. Just being annoying and keeping pressure on, I guess. He really needs to defend this side of the map. He's trying to get here in time. The Stib Bio, the Widow Mines, the one Ghost is here. DTs and disruptors coming in. Widow Mines even catch the DTs. That one Nova comes in clutch to clean up the Widow Mines. Oh, he doesn't launch! Because these medevacs are getting a little drained. I think I wouldn't have hated another Nova just to chase him back a bit. Every bit of damage he gets is alright, and it comes to chiseling away at it. But ByuN's army supplies leading more than well, almost 2-to-1, I'd say. It's pretty much at that standard. And we're seeing little bits of Protoss falling apart here. Cyan needs to cancel this base. I don't know what he's thinking. He's thinking of the forward position, but he is going to lose it. As a kill, not a cancel. The Disruptor catches a few units, but there's 3 over here. That's it. These guys are going to go into the main base. I think we're seeing even more at the end. Oh my god, but Cyan has Stalkers. Did he recall? I think we did recall. Yeah, no. He had money for a warp-in, even with that cancel. Imagine if he canceled that base. If he's in it this far, you got to, every decision you make is going to, if you're hoping for a miracle comeback, you're going to really need to put everything into it. He's the only one getting shut off. One of them dies. So yeah. True. Mr. Hackjolt. Alrighty. This is looking a little rough here. We got the Nexus going down again down here from Cyan. He's trying anything, but he's not paying attention again. Oh, this time he cancels. Cyan has managed to muster up a bit of an army supply, but guess what? After I said it, we have the Afterburner upgrade coming. I always forget that for the life of me. And we do have ship weapons +2, but advanced ballistics is finished. So these Liberators just got a lot scarier. Even without the +2, they're still a good unit. And the problem is this angle means these Disruptors are in a lot of trouble. And this is feeling like we're approaching the nail in the coffin. So far, they're still in. Cyan still has an economy, technically. He has all his production. He's losing bases. ByuN's economy is certainly a lot better. He's taking more bases behind it. And, oof. It'd be looking scary. There's even a Liberator just outside of range, even with it. That's hilarious, that Liberator positioning. Cyan trying to desperately come in from the back. Oh, beautiful Novas. Holy shit, that was good. What he needs to do is clean up all this. He's YOLOing into... Okay, never mind. He cleans up the Liberators. Temp's a little... I think that was just the Adepts. No, it was a DT. The DT scouts the army push. It goes down. That gives him some vision. Again, well, he doesn't have recall available because the base isn't done. He's going to push out over here and continue the pressure. This base has been completely mined out for our Terran player, except for this little bit of gas remaining. That's about it. And still, he has to respect these libs. And doesn't want to lose these Disruptors ideal. Oh no, he's pushed. What are you doing? He manages to save the Disruptor narrowly. But that's not exactly ideal. He's going to pick off some little bits of workers, but still, ByuN's back to mining. ByuN is just outmaneuvering him, put frankly. And that being said, we do have a Liberator coming. Guys, by the way, if you're new here, smash that follow button and all that good stuff. Disruptor is gonna almost kill the CC. Thank you, Dark Colossus. Appreciate it. Good get. Welcome. All right, ByuN securing this pretty well. He's at the point where he can just Mulehammer out of this. Satan Savior.
Keep on keeping, Dave.
Take
care, man.
Thank you, brother, for the 1,000 biddies. What a legend. Thank you, sir. You have a good one. I hope you're having a good day. Alrighty, guys. And I appreciate the follows and stuff, guys, too. Alright, what a legend. Anyway, Purification Novas, falling a little short here. Oh, that one was massive. Holy lucky Novas. ByuN wasn't paying attention because he's losing the CC. That being said, a Liberator over here is getting massive work done on Cyan. Cyan now behind on workers from ByuN. He's obviously behind in bases, but now it's going to matter a little bit more. There's a lot of mined out bases, though, so does it really matter? He needs to pull stuff to these unmined bases. Still, he's bought himself some time into the game. As crazy as it is, let's look at the supply. The supply do not lie. ByuN is ahead. ByuN has been ahead. We don't have WCS again, so I can't show you the graphs. But like you just see here, it's gotten a lot closer. ByuN got caught with his pants down with those Novas. And that's just the end of it. But still, there's so many Liberators. It's just hard to break this position. You're gonna laugh. There's Ghost, etc. There's times like this. He's getting a Stargate, but realistically, guys, you know what works against that a little bit is Stormy, boys. He doesn't have it. It's not available. Phoenixes? Okay, I can get down with that. There's so many Liberators, but he just doesn't have the economy. It's such a weird time. We're in the late game in its own strange right. ByuN has CCs for days, though. It's just kind of wacky. But we're actually in the late game. I think it's down to making all the right decisions, and one wrong move, Cyan's is dead. ByuN could also find himself in a predicament somehow, but it's the Liberators that's, I feel like, it's everything combined, but the Liberator count's obscene. He's at 10 libs. And still, enough room and supply for huge bio pushes. Just a few stalkers here. Recall's available, but will his base die before it can finish? The DPS of bio is insane. The disruptor's unfortunately caught in the gist of it, and I think that's the GG we were looking for.